Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to the Talos Principle DLC, The Road to Gehenna. Let's continue. So I solved one puzzle and got the star by cheating the system. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that that's just the name of the game here. Like, I don't think any of these puzzles are actually solvable the way they look like they're supposed to be solved. Do not know whether laws be right or whether laws be wrong. All we know is who lie in goal, or Gaol, G-A-O-L, is that the wall is strong, and that each day is like a year, and a year whose days are long. Reading Gaol, G-A-O-L. More kind of pseudo-intellectual stuff. I mean, you have to kind of throw some of this out as just being pseudo-intellectual. We found a bunch of quotes and we want the game to have that impact and feel. And, you know, fair enough, but there is also certain points to this. Alright, so I'm up here and I'm seeing a floppy disk. But it's kind of hard to have a take button use. So I just picked up a floppy disk. What now? I'm not holding on to it. Interesting. So let's run back to the computers and see if that floppy disk unlocks something or if that was it. Use. Show threads. Upload file samtext.dialog. I guess. So we're uploading that floppy disk. Add message. For when I've discovered a file that appears to belong to you. Play Serious Sam, the text encounter. Okay. So Serious Sam is the game made before this. Credits written by 401, inspired by the tales of Sam Stone, the documented archive, and the obstinate ghost in the machine that calls itself Milton. This is better than the blacksmith's work by far. So I guess canonically this is in the Serious Sam universe. I don't know if that really helps anything. It probably just makes it worse. Like, the people who are the people that played Serious Sam as a first-person shooter aren't super likely to be into the Talos Principle. You are Sam Serious Stone. You fought the invaders on more planets than you count. You won battles against hordes that seemed impossible to overcome. You kicked asses and seemed impossible to kick. You find a Syrian war bull and you make love like a rocket launcher. You fight like a Syrian wearable. You're the #1 BA of your age and weight. You're a freaking one-man army, but there's one battle you're failing to win, the battle against Onway. Yeah. Which is just depression, kinda. Onway, a feeling of sadness and boredom. It's been creeping up on you since the mission in Rome, man. That bleep was not fun. In fact, bleep that, bleep bleep, and bleep bleep. So yeah, Onway. You sit there in a cold room in a military base and you feel like even a good old flamethrower couldn't warm you up. Seriously, Onway? Oh yeah, seriously, Onway says sarcastically. I mean, what did you expect? You thought the war against mental was over? You keep winning victories, but you're going to lose the war. Resist. Onway tickles her chin. Come on, big man, admit it. What's the point? Is shooting another horde of headless exploding dudes gonna make you feel better? Argue that this feeling is temporary. Argue that the war can be won. Argue that the feeling is temporary, I guess. Look, you say, I may feel like a dead monkey right now, but that's just because I kick so much butt. They named a new type of Buddha after me, so yeah, I'm down. But I've been down before. Never stay down. Onway laughs at your bravado, unimpressed. Argue that life is fundamentally a struggle. Or argue that a meaning is constructed. Let's go with meaning is constructed. You attempt to argue that life doesn't have any inherent meaning, but the meaning can be constructed through self-reflection and setting goals, but Onway yawns. Argue that existence is inherently positive. Argue that social context is required. I guess existence is inherently positive, maybe. You argue that your mere existence is already a positive fact, since non-existence is considerably more likely, meaning that all life has inherently positive slant to not merely exist, but also as an awesome as Serious Sam can be the only truly positive in the long run. That positivity must win out. Onway starts giggling. Listen to Onway some more. You see, Sam, you can talk and talk and talk, but I'm always going to out-talk you. I'll twist your words in your mouth and make you feel like an idiot. I'll take every positive thing you say and turn it into something horrible by reducing your argument to the most extreme and absurd form. Onway laughs in your face, you feel weak. Let's see. Argue that frogs are people too. Argue that Onway is inconsistent. Argue that Onway is incontinent. Argue that frogs are people too. Let's go with inconsistent. Inconsistency? Whoever claimed I was consistent, I don't need to be consistent. You big oaf because I'm not making any claims. I don't believe anything. This guy's a troll. Onway is a troll, clearly. I don't believe anything. I'm merely suggesting that maybe you should consider the possibility that perhaps life is a dull and individually pointless illusion. And here's the right answer, I suppose. Shoot Onway. I want to argue that I'm tired of listening to your poop. You growl and you shoot him in the face. You immediately feel better. Oh yeah, seriously. The end. Open my eyes. Okay. So this is what we just uploaded. So Sam confusion equals true. So we just played that, but we didn't get an upgrade in our level for doing that. Let's keep an eye out here. I suppose if I did have a box, maybe I could get a little bit higher. Seems like in this game you're always going for height, even when it doesn't seem like you are going for height. You still can't jump on these computers. So I'm wondering if there's any other Easter eggs, or if that was it. See, when this one shoots me on the other side, by the way, that puts me here. So that doesn't put me directly in the path. It's a little bit off, so I don't think there's going to be a box that we put in between there. That puzzle over there was the first one we tried and couldn't figure it out. And I really haven't thought about it, so there's been no progress made. I want to give it some more time. This looks like this might have been a temple that has been destroyed, so... We never saw in the first game a situation where things came back from being destroyed, and the ruins and the skins and the textures we're seeing in this virtual reality are kind of intentionally supposed to be destroyed, so we never saw anything get fixed. That would be a nice ending to this DLC, is if everything got fixed. I think what keeps us going is that we're involved in an act of creation. Creation relieves the burden of ego, and death is all about ego. That's why Alexander, it kind of ends there. Super high 5645. It's an interesting idea. Death is about the ego. So this should be super easy. Like one thing and jammers. And this does feel like just an old school puzzle. I remember a puzzle very similar to this. And alright, so what we need is for this to somehow be able to hit this, which I don't think it can really do, and somehow be able to hit that. And there's a mine, and that's a real mine, not just a joke mine that just shocks you. And then how am I supposed to hit that one too? I feel like this one should be there. And then I'm gonna get a box that goes on top of the mine, I think, at some point. Meanwhile, let's just put it here in case the mine gets too close. Meanwhile, how are we gonna get the jammer is the first part of this. And then while I can jam one side, that's kind of it. Okay. I think I see a red one way over there. Alright. So, let's start with everything we can see. Then seriously? Okay. So that unlocks this jammer, which then I guess unlocks this, and I guess I maybe don't really need. Mine is either moving really slowly or maybe I don't really need that there. Now, just move everything back this direction. Put that on that one. Okay, so it seems like can I get an angle here that would hit all 3 of these? Not right now, but good enough. So I just need to connect to this one, and this one. And I think, did I connect to that one? There we go. Okay. And at that point, that can be jammed. This can be taken off. We should be good. That can be jammed. I imagine maybe we're going to have to do some more work. Let's start with jamming that, or double jamming that, and then come over here, and then we'll grab that and double jam that. And let's see what's over here. Man, yeah, that was easy. At least it seems easy for now. In here we have Nave. Nave being freed, he'll run to the teleport and be put at the pedestal. The question that will come, I suppose, is do we have a way to specifically determine whether we should transcend once we have everybody or not, or are we going to get some other options? Because the other options in the main game are a little weird. New threads available. This will beep at us regardless. We're still at level 5, so let's go worst puzzle. What is the puzzle or challenge, if you prefer the old word, that you hated the most? Anything time-based arc. Once got stuck for ages trying to solve one using a jammer that I didn't even need. I just don't understand why Elohim would create something so messy. I liked all the puzzles, I just wasn't good at them. They're not puzzles if you don't care about solving them. For me it was mines, I can't stand those things. And the other thing, what are cats? I'm sorry if this is another stupid question, but what are cats? They're mentioned a lot in the arguments and documents and even some stories, and I have no idea what they are. I don't know, but I bet they were awful little. They're a type of pets, small Navi, small animals that people kept as companions or as food. Cats seem to be represented a bit more than that to our ancestors. One might say they go as far as say they were obsessed about them. Garrett said, I saw a cat in Elohim's world once. Really? This is not a joke. I don't want to read that big chunk of conversation. Confirm the cat's existence. Deny the cat's existence. Let's just... I haven't seen a cat, so I don't remember seeing a cat. Let's see if we can restore this file. Okay. So I think probably what I failed at was this research project. Can I come back and play this again? No. So, it does seem like you just kind of fail some of these things and you don't get enough points to go further in the forum, which that's a kind of sucky experience. Alright, So we have here an elevator, and we have all of this except for we don't have a laser. And this is a metal fence, so jammers wouldn't work. Let's just try this as quickly as possible. Like, I can't walk to that without doing the full shuffle here. Once I get to that point, I can get here. But where in the world am I getting a red laser from? There's just nothing here. So I don't know how much further I'd want to go with this. I think I need these to move in that general direction. So if I was to take this, I could walk back over the fence, I think, but you need your hands free to climb, don't you? Oh man, I think I did just mess this up. I mean, I could get a laser, a blue laser over that direction. I don't care about this enough yet. Let's... Seriously? I may have to just reset anyways. Yeah, there's no way. Reset checkpoint. You can hold Y to reset. I prefer not to do that, though. I don't know if resetting these checkpoints are any different than holding Y to reset or not. Like, the only thing I can think is we've got those keys blinking. That's what that blinking is. And there'd have to be a red or something. Select. Select. Seriously, that floating red laser over there, there's no way that's gonna connect. So I'm just gonna put that down. I feel like there's probably a trick here. And what if my soul's heavier than a feather? Who is Anubis to judge me? Hassan Gehenna. So it feels like there's a small, maybe Here Be Dragons DLC Easter egg in this area. Could be. Could also be I'm supposed to get some height somehow. I'm not sure if there are any more save files or if that was the only one, the one floppy disk to be found. And who's to say that they're all going to be up high? They could be in the grass hidden, and that would be pretty difficult to find. Fortunately, I think at this point I can, like, what can I do? I could jump down here, and see if I could get more of this solved. I could jump down from that point and see if I could free that guy, because the solution is to get the keys that are right there to solve the puzzle, but I'm not sure that that really is the solution. It may just be as simple as jump down, jump down, jump down, jump down. There's a couple different places you could jump down to get into any of these areas. I think that's what this is all about. So here we have a jammer. That jammer can be used over there. And here we have our guy. Here's a question. What happens if I target our guys with a jammer? Nothing. Interesting. Let's go over here and see what we can do. This is a red point with nothing in it. So we're probably gonna have to go the other direction. Or we could maybe cheat the system quite a bit. Alright. And we kind of need this in a sort of central location. I could probably get a jammer through this. If I could get a jammer through this portal, or this portal activated, I could probably then just jam this for the gold star. I can already tell this puzzle is sneaky. And we've got the computer beeping at me again, which I find surprising. So I see a gold star down there. Let's see. Over here we have a fan. Kind of in the same position here. Just put that there. Where is the red? Like, that's there, but that won't work. This really does feel like a puzzle designed just to be all over the place. As complicated as possible. There we go. There. Let's see. Who could see me if I was to stick that right there? would need blue to keep this field open. I'm thinking maybe I can connect all the way here to something, and I'll be darned if that is not the case. Okay. So now, if I hit that, I need more things. I need this blue one, I guess. Guess maybe we're going in circles here a few times. I think I've got this, though. I think I have the general idea. And yeah, I could jam this, but that's not going to do anything. Right. So take this, take that, and take that. See if we can get a good angle on this. And then take this one and this one and one more. Select that, select that, select that. Great. So for this is the thing that's missing the fan. Right. Will we lose power? Or is there some way to avoid losing power here? Because no, it shouldn't lose power. I don't think this jammer is doing anything right now, so we're good with that. Can't just jam that. I can jam this, and we could see we've got a blue. And the blue here. If I could just keep this open with the red, that'll be the next thing. So I have a red. Like it would have to practically be. I have to hit 3 different things somewhat around here. Okay. Over here, we don't have any more connectors. There's no blue connector on this side. So I need this. Well, wait a minute. I need the red. Kind of go in circles. I need something that could grab this. Either from like really far, actually. Okay. Or is there a way I could get the blue to split? Something missing to all this, certainly. Because I need the red now to go over to that part. This doesn't matter right now, so... What if we were to... set this kinda here, and then select that, and where is it? There it is. That's all red stuff. They're all fighting each other. We're gonna go along again. We need the jammer to help figure this out first. Let's see what that did. Okay, we've got a couple here now. Actually, let's do this, and this, and this, and make sure that this goes in the right place. And I don't think this... this, and this, and there's a blue over here. I'm not sure that particularly matters. The problem here is the jammer is definitely not going to work in scenarios where it kind of should. Like, it's never going to be in a position where it goes over that way. So I need the blue. I need everything to just not cross its own path. And yeah, that gate's not going to reset. So unless I can get red to connect, I need a red to connect over here and be transmitting red power. I don't know how you're gonna do that. Like, that seems questionable at best. I should have a red somewhere powerful enough to... Here, let's experiment with this at least. What does that do? That puts that up in the air. Hey. And that might be the solution. So if I connect to that, that, and that. And we'll just place that right there. That seems good. That seems good. Put that down. And really, at that point, I screwed up. So this is tricky in a lot of different ways. I'm coming to realize there's very specific points where this is supposed to work. And if it isn't working that way, that's because we've messed with it. So this one and that one should be it. Yeah, that should be all that's needed. Why isn't it all that's needed? I guess I need to be a little bit more careful. This is the exact spot it needs to be, at least in this line. So if I move this forward like this so that the two purple walls line up, that should not be a problem. That should be pretty perfect. The problem now would be connecting this. Let's see, put that down, that, and that, and that. Right, back. That's just hitting the wall. That. And that. And that. To be very careful, I guess. Not quite right either. Clearly this is where it should be. Just like, if I do this, am I still in line with the transmitter? I guess I am. So that there's no real problem there. May just have to move some things around. This is complicated and kind of recursive. Again. Okay. Just need to move it far enough so that the transmitter hits it. That's all that's important. Then I'll need to move this over. So this just needs to connect to that one, and that one, and that one. And I'm going to keep it in the middle. That's not right. That one, and that one. That's going to be a tough choice, I guess, but we'll put it here. This should work so that I don't need the jammer. We may just get halfway through this puzzle and that might be as much as I want to do. Okay. So, at this point, this one here is powering everything. So this doesn't turn anything off, really. So we could now take this and this and put it here, and we've got this, and so now it's just kind of a question about the blues. Which I think really what this is just going to come down to is placing that there. And then removing that one. So that means some blue things are just not going to be right. I don't know if this gate really needs to be open though. I mean, I could move the blues around, certainly. If I can just take that and that. Move as far back here as possible. Put that there. Oh no, I screwed it up. Shouldn't be too big of a problem though. No, it is a big problem. I had it, and in the process of trying to fix it for the blues, I messed it up. So I think there probably is a decent amount of this still. Don't tell me that the box fell down in a different way. No, it's still where it's supposed to be, right? Yep. This. Do this. Do this. Possibly right in line somewhat here. With that. This one is also missing the gearbox, so I can't actually solve the puzzle until I do the other half of the puzzle anyways. So that central floating spectator, redirector, whatever it's called, it basically has to be, yeah, it has to be the red side, because it wouldn't work any other way. Where is that jammer? I want to see what happens when I take the jammer into the water with me. nothing. You just hold it as if you're not in the water. Interesting. So if I could get the blue over this direction somehow, then it would power maybe a redirector over here. Not that that really seems to matter any. Like, all I really need to do, and I was so close, is I need to ignore the blues altogether. And if I just, when that was floating up in the air, hit the reds, I could have powered this and powered that. I guess I do still need to get the other blue though, so like, because I still need to get this, unless there's a way of, like, this is a walled in, you can't just jump down to get it area, so that they thought of that. So that's not the solution. Well, it's been another hour. That's gonna be it for this recording. Clearly we're making a little bit of progress, but there's still a lot to be done here, and this is a complicated one for sure. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.